So I'm in the studio right now. I just got out the boot. I just did a record for Taliban. Shout out to him for reaching out to get me on this record. I'm about to let y'all hear a little bit of it right quick.
Object of your obsession. Leather guts in the truck, money longer than your intestines. Pulling up like a Jetson. He be calling me bad like I ain't turning my lessons. It's the titties and ass, they jiggle with no injections. Classy, but I'm a gangster. Play with me and I'm stepping. I don't nag for a bag, I'm living off my investments. Niggas, I don't chase those. All about my pesos. She's talking queso. Got it by the caseloads. Niggas wanna fly me, tryna try me like Page Low. Nothing you can buy me, but you can't give me face though. Wavy like Bigger Valve. If you ever get a smell, bet I make a nigga swell. Clearing bitches out his cell. I message in his mail, wishing bitches well while I'm off in the Chevelle on his face like Clearasil. Taliban, boy, you know you chose a winner, and you ain't got a friend. I know you want me front and center, nigga.
Shout out to Taliban. I think he said they're in North Carolina. So shout out to everybody in North Carolina who support me, be fucking with me. And y'all look for this record. Another record that I did this morning is for an artist named Shice. I don't think Shice told me where he was from, but he sent me this record, and it was kind of challenging for me because he brought a concept to me that I wasn't really familiar with. This song would basically be about some recent events that have been happening in the military with a lot of men and women coming up missing, being sexually assaulted and murdered, right? And I'm like, I don't know shit about the military. I hadn't heard about some of these cases. I got to kind of like dig into it and read about it because I didn't want to speak about something that I wasn't familiar with. And I looked up this story about 19-year-old Vanessa Gilliam. She was sexually assaulted. She was murdered, and they found her body, and they found that the military was covering it up. So as I'm doing this research about this story, which I assume he was talking about, I found out about this black woman whose name wasn't in the media, who they weren't talking about, and they still haven't solved her murder. The military is covering it up. So it was a challenge because, like I said, I didn't even know certain names for certain rankings and all of that type of stuff, but I want y'all to hear some of it and tell me what y'all think about it.
It costs a whole lot for me to say this, but every single day I'm on this base, I replay this nightmare with my superior. I feel inferior and it may get a lot more serious, and if it does, love relay this. Innuendos about sex turned into threats, which turned into getting gang raped by 3 cadets. I reported it to my rank, and what happens next you wouldn't guess. Told me if I told the press they'd be investigating my death. And I've been so depressed, we both dreamed to grow old and chase careers, but it isn't safer here for me or any of my peers. Like I heard about Vanessa, and although I didn't know her, my superior laughed and said that's what happens to whistleblowers. Now every day that passes, I be dealing with harassment. You know how much being here was my passion. You're not just a civilian, you're a real one. So I'm asking, don't let them say it's suicide if I never make it back in. Damn.
Yeah, so shout out to Shice for reaching out to get me on that song. Rest in peace, Vanessa Gilliam and Laverne Johnson. Let me know what y'all think about these records that I did this morning. I'm in here. I'm gonna be finishing features all day. I got a bunch to finish. Shout out to everybody that I gotta do features for and send them out. I'm in here working. I'm gonna get them to you. And if you want a feature, DM me. Hit me up.